Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Poppy has died. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee will decide to handle things herself. You already know what that means. She will hold her sister Poppy accountable for her actions. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy dies. Finn recently had to inform Steffy that he had fathered a child with Poppy almost 20 years prior, as many B&B fans are already aware. The only issue was that he was unaware of it because Poppy had concealed it from him for so long. Since Luna attempted to assassinate Steffy, it turns out that he is Luna's biological father. Steffy wants nothing to do with her husband, and as a result, everything has gone haywire between her and Finn. Besides, who can really blame her? Sheila Carter is his mother, and Luna is her daughter. Both of them made an attempt to kill Steffy. Lee, on the other hand, will not put up with any of this. Although Poppy may appear innocent on the outside, Lee is aware that she is a dangerous lady with a history of terrible deeds. She so fervently hoped Poppy would go from this made-up metropolis of Los Angeles as soon as she arrived. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, will Lee set Poppy off? Lee will have no choice but to take action before Poppy causes further issues for everyone if she refuses to leave on her own. Furthermore, if it is proven that she used her son Finn, she may have a motive to murder Poppy. Keep an eye on this area. Not surprisingly, B&B fans will only need to tune in every single day to see what happens next. On weekdays, the CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. Steffy, Taylor, and Ridge are blatant hypocrites. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, some individuals might want to sit down here. Ridge, Taylor, and Steffy are blatant hypocrites in The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. This is because Ridge, Taylor, and Steffy's incredibly holier-than-thou attitude makes them appear to be huge hypocrites. And it's all because they believe Finn to be the world's worst husband. The truth of Luna's paternity has only lately come to light, although it was previously disclosed that he had fathered a kid with Poppy some 20-odd years prior. It goes without saying that you cannot hold someone accountable for something they did years ago, particularly if the fact is only now becoming public. Furthermore, Finn was unaware that Luna was his daughter until recently. He had always assumed they were cousins until now. However, according to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge and Taylor are portraying Finn as the worst person they have ever encountered in their made-up Los Angeles community. Since they have enough of unclean laundry from their pasts, isn't that right? That doesn't seem to matter, though, because the Forresters are portraying Steffy as the victim and Finn as the villain. The fact that Finn's mother and daughter attempted to murder his wife isn't his responsibility, is it? This man is in dire need of a much-needed break. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, what will happen to Finn next? In addition, Ridge and Steffy should examine themselves and acknowledge that they have completed enough of the lengthy soap opera plotlines. Whoops, hold on, they did. That said, Finn must no longer be the target of this bullying. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will just have to watch to see what happens next, of course. Stay tuned for more. On weekdays, the CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. Will Hope be able to resurrect her new career path? According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan is going to lose everything. After she makes a huge power move this week that spreads shockwaves into next week, she's most likely going to be fired from Forrester Creations for the second time. The question is whether Hope will be able to emerge from the ashes once her life has entirely burned down. After this, where will her new professional route lead her? Annika Noel, the actress who portrays her, had some significant remarks on her future. When and if Hope is fired from Forrester Creations, let's discuss her future. Additionally, Ridge and Steffy Forrester will once again be in command. But first, if you haven't followed us, click subscribe. Hope's forceful power struggle and possible leave from Forrester Creations. Hope recently became somewhat combative with Carter Walton and Daphne Rose after spotting them sharing a kiss. And she truly gave Carter a hard time, telling him how much he had disappointed her. She then faced Daphne and refused to acknowledge that her involvement in the Forrester Creations theft was improper. Hope is going to make a significant power move on Friday that she is not authorized to undertake. She will still do it, though. She might therefore be harassing Carter about it. Her departure from Forrester Creations may occur soon given all of that and the coup. Most likely, when Brooke Logan is relieved of his CEO position. Hope might be thrown out on her back if Carter is helpless. I simply don't see them keeping her, and even if she does manage to keep her job, which is a huge if, I don't think Hope would stay because she will be upset about Carter returning the business to Steffy and Ridge. In addition, she is completely distrusted by the Forresters, some of whom even hate her. It just seems unlikely that Hope would stay where she is not liked and where her life will be extremely difficult given all of the hate directed at her and her equal resentment of them. She also can't look at that as Carter and Daphne are still there. Embracing Deacon and career uncertainty for Hope's future. Fans are naturally curious about Hope's future. After all of this, how will her life turn out? There is no doubt that Hope will turn to her father, Deacon Sharp, for solace and guidance over her profession and grief. Carter's betrayal of her with Daphne is something she will want to share with someone. And even while I can see why she's upset with Steffy, she will want to play the victim in all of it. However, you simply cannot steal a business. She will have to return it, though, because she did. According to Sean Cannon, he has been recording a lot of sequences with Annika Noel lately. This indicates that they will be working together on a lot of projects, which undoubtedly means that Hope will soon be depending on Daddy Deacon. However, Hope's employment prospects are not entirely clear. Bold and the Beautiful, can Hope get over her setbacks in her new career? #Brave and Beautiful. The vision of Annika Noel, an audacious new path for Hope's persona. In a recent interview, actress Annika Noel described her character as deluded and stated that Hope will soon have a major wake-up call. Annika described it as Hope's living in her own little delusional world. And mentioned that she is wearing blinders. And that a significant fall from grace is imminent. After all of this, Annika genuinely wants to see something new for Hope, so she gave some hints about what might happen to her character outside of Forrester Creations and after everything breaks apart. It's quite intriguing. Hope is daring and brave, and Annika would really want to see her quit the Forresters and their organization entirely. However, the fact that she has never worked anywhere else makes it frightening. However, Hope has extensive expertise in the fashion sector, having worked with designers such as Zend Forrester Dominguez and Thomas Forrester. There are undoubtedly many more employment options available to her. In addition to FC, there are other venues in LA where she can work. The possibilities of Hope as a fashion entrepreneur, establishing her own design firm. The actress believes that her character should be taken in a completely different path of which we will discuss next. Annika seems to be looking for a daring new route right now, and I agree. In fact, I'm liking Hope's character arc. Even though she seems like a villain in certain ways, she is considerably different from who she was a few years ago. I believe it's just because she's been kicked a lot. Additionally, she is fighting back and biting back. Annika wants her character to dream greater and think more expansively than Hope working for others. According to Annika's latest interview with Soap Digest, she would be thrilled if Hope eventually had enough of the toxic atmosphere at Forrester and left on her own. She wants Hope to launch her own design business and truly take off, which sounds like a fantastic and thrilling notion. She might, after all, launch her own business. Hope isn't a designer, though I'm not sure if Annika is aware of her character's past on Bold and the Beautiful. She hasn't been, either. I suppose she could launch a business. However, she will need to recruit people unless she suddenly gains the ability to design. Hope was a decent employee before she became irrationally angry, power-hungry, and vindictive, and for good reason. But when she's working with Thomas, she's at her best, and I know that many people want him to return soon. Together, I adore them. Hope Logan, Bold and the Beautiful. Is Hope and Thomas's reunion a believable romantic and professional turn of events? Without a doubt, it would be fantastic if Hope could work with Thomas once more after they parted ways, but given how they ended things, that is obviously unlikely. Thomas was devastated when Hope turned down his second proposal. After that, he moved to Paris with their son, which devastated Hope. But if Hope is launching her own business, it makes sense that Thomas would return to work with her after all this time. It seems intriguing to me and might set them back on the path to a future reunion. After she and Carter break up, I do believe there's a chance she and Thomas could resume their romance. Naturally, both Ridge and Steffy would go crazy if it occurred. In any case, it would be entertaining to see Hope either provide the Forresters with some competition or act as a thorn in their side, even if Thomas doesn't return. She might entice a few other workers to accompany her on her departure. Hope's possible partnerships, collaborating with Bill Spencer and an upcoming rude awakening. If Hope ended up working with Bill Spencer at Ion Fashion, that would be an additional entertaining possibility. She could be petty, a huge old bee to them, and a critic who harasses FC in her pieces. It would be a lot of fun. Ridge is the dressmaker whom Bill detests. Additionally, he enjoys taking advantage of any opportunity to irritate him, and despite Hope's refusal to date him again, her ex-husband Liam Spencer may try to find her a position at their family business. Annika is eager to find out what Hope will do next. It warns of a very unpleasant awakening ahead, along with some exhilarating and terrible things that will shock Hope to her very core. Given her relationship with Carter, it seems as though she would soon lose everything she has, including her profession, fashion line, and whatever influence she may have. Naturally, Hope will also most likely lose him. The good news for her is that the only way out of a precarious situation is to go higher. Personally, I believe it would be beneficial for Hope to be separated from Steffy, her main rival, who has wronged her numerous times over the years. Brooke, get away from under her mother. It would also be beneficial to cut those apron ties. She must be entirely independent. And even if Steffy and Ridge offer to let Hope maintain her job, she definitely doesn't want to look at them every day. She won't want to look at Job because Carter and Daphne appear to be destined to stay together. Thus, Hope might emerge from the ashes like a phoenix after all has burned down. Steffy interrupts and informs Luna that she will never see Finn again. On March 7, 2025, by Heather Hughes, comments, post a comment. Related, television, The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers, and soap opera. 28. Friday, March 7 recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy enters and informs Luna that she won't see Finn again. According to Friday, March 7 recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester stormed into the Spencer estate and threatened to never let Luna Nozawa see John Finn Finnegan again. This is how the events of Friday's B&B episode unfolded. Daphne Rose persisted in pretending that Hope Logan was merely a user in the Forrester Creations design studio, but Hope once more defended her relationship with Carter Walton and cautioned Daphne to avoid her guy. Zend Forrester Dominguez, who suspected Carter of having feelings for Daphne, questioned Carter about her intention to return to Paris. Carter later joined the dispute in the design office, claiming to adore Hope. At that point, Hope put Carter under pressure to tell Daphne to go to Paris. Finn acknowledged at the Cliff House that he couldn't simply put Luna out of his mind and stop talking about her. Finn sought to explain his position to Steffy since he felt sorry for her because it was his daughter. Steffy became agitated, but when Finn revealed that Luna was no longer incarcerated, things truly went south. Finn provided information on how he learned that Luna was under house arrest at Bill Spencer's estate. Finn talked about the touching moments that followed his admission that he had told Luna about her father. Steffy tried to let Finn understand his daughter for who she truly was by describing how aloof Luna had been during her ordeal of captivity. Steffy felt it was time to march over to Bill's apartment and have a confrontation over all of this, even though Finn objected. Luna then told Bill that he was her biological father and that Finn had visited. Bill lost it and threatened to put Luna back in jail if Finn blabbed. Luna seemed certain that she still possessed goodness and had the potential to improve herself now that she was aware that she was Finn's daughter. Later, Steffy stormed through the mansion door and told Luna that she would not get away with this. Steffy refused to listen to Luna's attempts at explanation and apology. Steffy encouraged her to forget about Finn after insisting that Luna would be imprisoned for the rest of her life. Steffy insisted that Luna would never see Finn again because, in her opinion, Luna didn't have a father. Don't miss any of the surprises that lie ahead, as our B&B predictions indicate that even more chaos will soon break out at the Spencer estate. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy's breakdown will go on and pave the way for some unexpected scenes. Hope and Daphne are stunned by Carter's move as he defends Luna to Steffy. According to Monday, March 10th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill Spencer will stand up for Luna Nozawa against an enraged Steffy Forrester, while Carter Walton stuns Hope Logan and Daphne Rose with a move. Steffy just went up to Luna at the Spencer estate and told her that she would never see John Finnegan again. Bill will defend the home arrest arrangement in Monday's B&B episode, but Steffy also intends to ensure that Luna is returned to a regular prison. Since he thinks Luna is changing as a person and genuinely regrets her actions, Bill would actually stand up for her as well. Bill will still believe that he done the right decision by rescuing Luna from that perilous circumstance, even though it doesn't justify her misdeeds. Bill tries to explain the jail attacks and how Luna's life is in danger, but Steffy refuses to change her mind. Steffy can claim that she won't put up with this and believe that Luna simply tricked Bill into letting her leave. Hope will wait at Forrester Creations for Carter to support her and inform Daphne that it's time to return to Paris. Given the recent release of the perfume line, Carter may reconsider if this was the best course of action for Daphne and the business. Since Carter is going to make a move that will surprise both Daphne and Hope, maybe he may persuade her to stay after all. However, as Daphne and Hope's feud is going to become out of hand, Carter might decide to walk away from them both. Keep checking back for updates on how it all unfolds because Hope and Daphne will be caught off guard by Carter's response to the entire issue. In any event, Daphne will determine that she must put in more effort to persuade Carter that Hope is deceiving him, and she will attempt to do so later in the week of March 10th to 14th. Hope might receive negative news as a result, and she might start making unsettling predictions about the future. Carter will have a lot to think about, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, so don't miss it. Steffy lashes out at Bill when Lee chokes Poppy. Lee Finnegan will strangle Poppy Nozawa for putting John Finnegan to bed, according to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers preview video for the week of March 10th to 14th, while Steffy Forrester lashes out at Bill Spencer for Luna Nozawa. In order to find out why her daughter is so distressed, Brooke Logan will first question Hope Logan about her relationship with Carter Walton. Hope will soon reveal everything of the most recent drama surrounding Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. When Brooke receives information about Carter's kiss with Daphne, she will inquire about the current status of Hope and Carter's relationship. Hope might not know how to respond to that question based on her look in the promo video. Hope's trust in Carter has been severely damaged, and the upcoming episodes will deal their romance even more severe blows. Regarding Ridge and Eric Forrester, they will meet with Carter at Forrester Creations. With Ridge's assistance, Eric will do his hardest to bring back the old Carter since he will feel that it's still there someplace. Carter will say that he detests that it has come to this at some point during the week of March 10th to 14th. Carter will be under a lot of pressure to cede control of the business, but will he ultimately agree to do so? In the weekly teaser video for B&B, Steffy is also seen yelling at Bill Spencer, who ostensibly affirms his commitment to defending Luna and her opportunity to change. Steffy will, however, go on a tirade about how this lunatic attempted to murder her and will make every effort to point out to Bill what a monster Luna has been. Steffy will become even more enraged when Bill keeps standing up for Luna. Speaking of unbridled rage, Lee will truly let Poppy have it if she finds out that her sister had an affair with Finn when he was 18. Lee will be furious with Poppy like never before after learning that she slept with Finn and became pregnant with Luna all those years ago. They will have a massive confrontation over Finn and all the terrible stuff that is coming out when Lee angrily accuses Poppy of pursuing her kid. Things will become quite violent in B&B's weekly peak, which depicts Lee choking Poppy by putting her hands around her neck. What does that signify for Poppy's future, given our projections that the harm between her and Lee is irreversible this time? Will Poppy's departure from Los Angeles be desired by Lee? Lee will probably stop before strangling Poppy, according to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, but she still won't want her sister around after this. In a violent family confrontation, Lee assaults Poppy. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan strangles her sister Poppy while yelling, "You went after my son." Is Lee's violent outburst due to Poppy's secret regarding Finn and Luna's relationship? During a violent family confrontation, Lee attacks Poppy in The Bold and the Beautiful. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan strangles her sister Poppy while yelling, "You went after my son." Is Lee's violent outburst due to Poppy's secret regarding Finn and Luna's relationship? Poppy over Finn betrayal is attacked by Lee as sisterly rage explodes. Lee chokes her sister in a startling confrontation as family secrets turn violent. The Bold and the Beautiful is experiencing a perilous new chapter when Lee Finnegan assaults her sister Poppy Nozawa with physical force while yelling, "You went after my boy," while holding her by the throat. This violent outburst raises the possibility of an even more troubling betrayal in the sisters' history and implies that the family's long-standing problems extend well beyond Luna's paternity. Finn's revelation that he is Luna's biological father and the startling agreement that places Luna under house detention at Bill Spencer's estate rather being in jail for her crimes against Steffy are the backdrops for the attack. Decades of resentment are revealed by Ellie's violent outburst. Next week's preview features Lee putting her hands around Poppy's throat and violently lunging at her sister. Her claim that Poppy went after her son raises the possibility that there is more to Luna's conception than has been disclosed thus far. This encounter raises the possibility that Lee learned that Poppy had exploited or manipulated a young Finn years prior, which would add even more unsettling detail to the family's already complex past. The depth of Lee's anger suggests that this betrayal goes beyond simply concealing Luna's paternity, rather, it seems to entail a basic breach of maternal trust. Due to Luna revelation, Steffy and Finn's marriage falls apart. In the meantime, Steffy and Finn's relationship has deteriorated due to his involvement with Luna. Steffy was devastated to hear at the Cliff House that Finn had visited her at Bill's house, told her about their relationship, and also found out he was Luna's father. She begged for her life as Steffy laughed in her face and reminded her husband that Luna had attempted to kill her. Finn told Steffy, "She's my little girl," admitting that he felt a pull for his recently found daughter despite the horror of Luna's acts. Steffy hurried out to face Bill and Luna directly because she couldn't reconcile her trauma with her husband's biological relationship to her tormentor. Bill's dubious choice puts everyone in danger. Tension has arisen around Los Angeles as a result of Bill Spencer's choice to keep Luna under house arrest at his estate. The convicted criminal tried to control the situation when Steffy barged in to confront Luna, saying that her violent behavior wasn't her and that having Finn as a father is more than she could ever dream of. Bill became worried about Finn's involvement, asking how he even knew Luna was present and threatening to send her back to prison if the agreement was discovered. Given the danger Luna poses to his extended family, it is puzzling why he feels the need to protect her. The relationship between Hope and the carer faces its own difficulties. Daphne Rose's upcoming trip to Paris is putting Hope Logan and Carter Walton's relationship to the test against this background of family strife. Zend Forrester questioned Carter about allowing Daphne to go, speculating that it might have been related to his emotions for her, which Carter vehemently rejected. In the meantime, Hope went straight to Daphne and told her to stay away from my man. In response, Daphne said that Hope is a user who is oblivious to Carter's actual level of unhappiness, saying that the man Hope loves is a shell of himself. Steffy's showdown with Bill and Luna, Lee's violent attack on Poppy, and Eric Forrester's menacing remark that the old Carter is still in there lay the groundwork for catastrophic outcomes that will affect every relationship in Los Angeles.